guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, this is viewer requested. So I've been getting a lot of comments and messages from you guys asking me to do a haul or video collection of my Chanel makeup. Now, I've done one previous video about all of my Chanel nail polishes, and I also did one about all my Chanel lipsticks. So today, we're gonna do a video where I talk about my entire Chanel eyeshadow and eyeliner collection. So sit back, maybe bring a cup of coffee or iced coffee and enjoy. Before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. And let's go ahead and dive into this video. It's gonna be a bit daunting, but I'm up for the challenge. All right, guys, this is my entire Chanel eyeliner and eyeshadow collection. Let's go ahead and start by going into the eyeliners. Now, my favorite Chanel eyeliners are the Stylo Yeux. These are the waterproof longwear gel liners. I'm not actually sure if they're gel, but they are waterproof and long wearing. These are fantastic. So let's go ahead and talk about the colors. I just realized that I have two number 88. These are the black liners. I don't know why I have two. I'm sure I ran out of one and then bought a backup. And then just, yeah, this is the empty one, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out. And this is the backup here. So this is just a black liner. These are just really creamy and smooth, easy to apply, and they last a long time. So I went through a bit of a green phase with eyeliners, as you can tell here. This is number 857, this is Legendary Green, and 938 Macchiato. I think this was part of the Spring Summer collection from last year, from 2018. I personally prefer this one here, Legendary Green, because it's a dark forest green that you can't tell if it's green or black right away. I like that there's a little bit of subtlety, and this one here has zero subtlety. It's just super flashy. It's really nice, but it's really not for every day for myself. And then I also went into a bit of a red phase. I love this one here, number 928. This is Eros, and number 887 is Charm. I personally prefer Eros here. It's red, but it has a little bit of gold, like flake in it. Not flake, but a bit of reflection. So it just adds a little oomph without being too flashy. And then Charm is more of a purple color, more of a cool tone purple, which again is nice. But I think my favorites are Legendary Green and Eros. And then I have a few Les Crayons Yeux. These are just your typical eyeliners. These are not waterproof, but these are really pretty. I have number 77, Deep Purple, and number 19, Blue Jean. These look almost identical. Wow, I had no idea how close they looked. I'm like, oh well, now I know. And here we have Blue Jean. I really like Blue Jean. I really want to get Marinière, I think, or Marine. It's the blue navy Stylo Yeux liner, but it's always sold out, so I don't know what the deal is with that one, but I like Blue Jean. And then I have a few shadow sticks. I have this one here. This is Stylo Ombre Contour. This is, what is this, number 06? It's more just like a nude. It's called Nude Éclat. So I use this for the waterline on the bottom. It's a really pretty pearly nude color. Just to, you know, add some highlight to your eye. This is also really pretty to just like rub all over your eyelid if you want something really natural and basic. And then this is the Stylo eyeshadow, number 207, Bleu Nuit. Now this is pretty old. This I think came out like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It's supposed to be a blue. Okay, it still works. I thought it would be too dry by now, but no, it still works. And what's interesting about these is that they're cool to the touch. So when you apply them, they're actually cooling. And if I'm not mistaken, these are waterproof and they set instantly, so you have to work with these very fast. Okay, so I also have a couple of these little eyeshadow pots here. I think this one is on Première and this one is Illusion d'Ombre Velvet. Both of these are limited edition. I really need to get more of these shadow pots here because I have pretty funky colors. Like I have this one here, number 818 Urban. It's a dark navy. So this is not something that you wear for every day, you know? I really want to get something a bit more champagne-y or brown. I think there was one like called like a bronze color that I think would be nice. But this is really pretty. It's a really great base if you want to do like a dark shadow or a dark smoky look with a blue. It's really great, but again, it's just not an everyday look. I love that sound. I love the sound these make when you close them. So satisfying. And then this one here is 132 Rouge Contraste. This I've enjoyed quite a bit. As you can see, it's cracking a little, which is unfortunate. But again, this is a really pretty shade. I just don't always wear reds on my eye. But I did enjoy this color a lot. But I think I'm gonna start getting some different colors now. Okay, so let's move on to these giant palettes here. These are the 9 shadow palettes. I think this one here is from 2018. This is 2019. This is this year's spring summer collection. So these are these colors here. I did go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison of, this one and this one. So if you want to see a video where I compare swatches, I will put a link to that down below. So these are the two palettes right here. At first you think they're going to be very similar, but they actually end up being very different from each other. There we go. So we have all these beautiful flashy colors. So this is, I think I bought this and this together. I don't know, I thought like the green would work. It does work with it, but it's just like, it's a lot. And then this is this year's palette. I really prefer this palette over last year's. I don't know, I find it more wearable for every day. I love that these have like a cream formula, cream texture. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of my older Chanel palettes. I have quite a bit of these, like older ones here. So Tissé Jazz is this like really bright blue color. It's really pretty. The blues are really nice, but I don't really wear blues that often. And if I wear a blue, it's more of like a liner than for eyeshadows. It's really nice. It's just like, I don't know. It's pretty, but just not for me every day. And then this one here, number 236, Tissé Fantasy. These are my colors, like neutrals, and there's a green, you know, like not a neutral, but like a warm tone chocolate brown. But I just never really got into wearing it. I guess I just end up having a lot of other palettes to choose from. And for some reason, I just never really got into this one. Now, this one I think is really, really, really old. This is number 39 Raffinement. I honestly don't even know how old this is. 6, 7 years old, maybe older than that, because it doesn't even say Tissé on it like the other ones. So it's like, it's prior to Tissé. So this one's pretty ancient, but I did enjoy the lighter shimmer colors. And then this is number 234, Poésie. This one I also really enjoyed because they have like, it has this like really nice gold color, and this is a nice chocolatey brown, and all these are shimmer but not too much, and I quite enjoy this palette. And then this one here is my favorite of these older palettes, number 204, Tissé Vendôme. I don't know if they still make it or if they've revamped it, but this one is spectacular. These 4 colors just are so easy to wear, and they're shimmery but not too shimmery. As you can see, this one here, I almost hit pan. I like it so much. These colors all work so well together. I'm a huge fan of this palette here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the 2018 holiday collection. So I got all 4 shadows, of course. These are stunning. These are the ones with the lion head logo or detail on it. These are so pretty. This one is called Vers l'Amé, I believe. yeah, 906 Vers L'Ami. It has this really pretty shift of green in it. Ugh, it's so pretty. I'm not sure if these are still available. They said they were limited edition, but I'm quite certain that I still saw them on the Chanel website. So if you still want them, I think you can get them. Anyway, this one is so pretty. This one is 907 Cuivre L'Ami or Cuivre L'Ami. This one is gorgeous. Like, it's easy for any day. Ugh, it's so pretty. It has like a nice shift to it. It's gold, but not too gold. I am a huge fan, and I'm really impressed that the lion head logo has still held up after all these uses. And then we have 905 Electrum L'Ami. This is really pretty. So this I used as an eyeshadow and also as a highlighter. As you can see, it probably looks more used than the other ones because I have been using it as a highlighter as well. It is stunning as both eyeshadow and highlighter. And then we have 908 Noir L'Ami. This is so pretty, and this makes a really stunning smoky eye. You'd think because it's a powder it's going to be hard to manipulate for a smoky eye, but no, it's stunning, and it still has a little lion head on top, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, let's talk about this one here. This is the holiday palette from, I want to say 2 years ago. This is Trait de Caractère. This is this one here with these pretty greens. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I remember wearing, I think it was, sorry. I think I went ahead and used Legendary Green when I would use these colors here, and I would use Eros when I would use like more of these colors here. I remember distinctly doing that in some videos. I know some people didn't enjoy this palette, but I really did. I liked that there was a combination of mattes and shimmers as well. I thought that this was well thought out because it had, you know, some cool tone and warm tone, and I don't know, I just felt like the colors were very easy to use. I was a big fan of this one, and I hope you guys were able to get this because I really like this palette. And I think this was just before Chanel decided to start coming out with these like giant 9 shadow palettes here. I don't know, but I think that Chanel is starting to like do a lot more of these 9 shadow palettes now, because even for the Les Beige collection coming out very soon, which I'm very excited about, I saw that they have a Les Beige collection that's all browns. It's a 9 shadow palette, so it must be something new for Chanel now. Okay. Let's talk about the matte one. We have here number 312 Quiet Revolution. Oops. Now, this is really pretty. I mean, just like this blue here is like a standalone color. It's like this cobalt blue. Now, if I remember correctly, this was not the easiest to blend immediately. I don't know if it's because I'm warm tone and these are cool tones, but I felt like they were just not as like creamy and smooth as I was used to. But I was able to wear them, you know, after all. And I feel like for me, I like to mix cool tone with warm tone. I feel like sometimes if I wear a lot of blue, a lot of like dark cool tones, it kind of just ends up making my eyes look a bit smaller. So I usually end up mixing this with something else. And can we just talk about the fact that this is matte? I love when Chanel does this. When like we have something matte, we have matte packaging. Let's be honest, we're here for the packaging as well. And here we have number 238 Sephora. I recently talked about this one. Oh, here we go. This one here, the mirror fell out, so I should probably super glue this back. We talked about this in a video last week, I think, when I did a spring makeup look, because this is from a few collections ago, but it's still really pretty. And I think that it's still, you know, a good palette to wear for spring, because the pinks, you know, to me scream spring. So why not wear some of the older palettes, you know, that we have. And then here we have number 202, Tissé Camellia. Again, I think I mentioned this one in that spring makeup video, because as far as I'm concerned, Tissé Camellia is one of like Chanel's like best eyeshadow palettes, because it's so easy to use. I find it's perfect for everyday office. You can do something a bit darker. It's also flattering on so many different skin tones. I don't know, it's just a really pretty palette, and I love this peachy color. I love this like dark lavender. I like this darker color here. This whole palette I think is stunning. Okay, moving on. Now we have number 288, Road Movie. So here we have the blues again. Clearly Lucia Pica is a really big fan of blues and reds because these are two colors that we see a lot of in her collections. So this one is a lot of fun because it has, you know, some more intense blue shades, but you also have here a transition shade and also a shimmer shade that is warm tone. So for someone like me who likes to mix warm and cool tone, this is a really nice palette. And also this one here I believe is matte, but this one is not. So I feel like for me, this one is a bit easier to use than Quiet Revolution, the matte one here. And then here we have Éclat Énigmatique. This is there a number? No, just this is part of the Cruise collection from last year, I believe. And at first I wasn't sure what to think because you see white, you see gray, you see like a gold and a red. Those seem like weird colors to mix together, but no, they are stunning. This is what I'm wearing today. In fact, I'm wearing this today with Eros on my eyes. And I love that you can still see some of the detailing, like it looks like waves, which, you know, is part of the Cruise collection. Cruise, you're in the water, there's waves, you know, that whole shtick. I'm a huge fan of these little details when it comes to packaging. I'm a really big fan, and they are shimmery, but they're not like too glittery. They don't have like big chunks. It's just like a really pretty wash of color. I like this palette a whole lot. I'm really glad I picked it up. And here we have number 268, Candeur et Expérience, which is probably hands down my favorite Chanel eyeshadow palette of all time. I wear this practically every single day. Like I did wear this today with Éclat Énigmatique because I went ahead and used, this is a transition shade. I think I bought this at the same time that I bought this one here, Rouge Contraste. Yeah, I believe I bought these two in the same collection here. But oh my goodness, I honestly can't tell you guys how much I love this palette. I think it's just fantastic. You know, if you don't want to wear the red, you don't have to. Like I think like these three are so versatile. They're so good for every day. You can do something more intense, and if you want to wear the red, you can. This, if I were an eyeshadow palette, I would be this one here. This is perfect. And then what do we have here? Last but not least, we have number 232, Tissé Vénitien. I think this one is a little bit older too. Oh, and here we have another mirror situation. Wow, I didn't realize two of them are broken. Okay. So this one here, I think was in the photo. I think this was part of like a new collection of eyeshadows. And if I'm not mistaken, the model was wearing these colors, or I think the palette was shown in marketing. And this palette was like the hot new thing. I remember it being really difficult to get. This one here is so pretty. I really should wear it more often. I really should. This silver is stunning. It's so pretty, and these greens are really pretty. They're really creamy, and they have some shimmer, but not too much, and this pink is so lovely. So yeah, oops, sorry. The mirror here is a little bit busted. So that about does it for my entire eyeshadow and eyeliner collection here from Chanel. Also in the background, you can see some of my other makeup storage that I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you spotted any favorites, if you spotted any items that you have at home. Feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know which items you spotted that you have in your own collection as well. This was a lot of fun to do because there are definitely some palettes here that I haven't used in a long time, so it's kind of good to get that reminder to maybe use some of my older products that I still love. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.